Boys, it's been a while. It's been over a week. You know, I haven't made any videos in a while. I've been playing AF and I've been struggling. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been struggling to find comps that actually work, but it seems like you gotta play with a priest. PI is just insane when you play Shadowplay and you have a PI. You know, you're able to just get started, get ramped a lot quicker than you have to with like other comps without PI. So I'm gonna show you guys some games here today. So here's the first game of the day. We're playing into a warrior here. A warrior, shadow priest, Mistweaver monk. We're starting to pump some damage here. I start casting Shadow Fury to peel to go. He runs in for a fear. I cross CC the priest. And here we go. I get dots rolling. I half fear the priest, and I'm trying to just keep him CC'd while my druid tries to recover here. The big thing here is Life Bloom. If it gets dispelled, it's actually a big deal for druids. So you want to peel that priest as much as you can when they're sending their go, and he's just going to spam the spell. At the same time, you want to also try to focus on getting damage going. As an Affliction lock, you want to make pressure happen. It's kind of hard to make pressure happen right now. It's just like your damage tickles. So you have to put a lot of effort. As you can see, I'm casting a lot of damage spells instead of casting CC. That's the only way you're going to get damage rolling when you're playing AF. I got stunned here. My dots fell off because he revivaled. I start getting my agonies up. Re-UA, then warrior. Start getting soul rot running. Double suck here to maximize the DPS. I have my pet out and I forgot to sack it. So I got to wait till that comes around and I'm going to sack it eventually. He gets dispelled. He's behind the pillar. I can port fear him if I wanted to. It's actually crazy. When you watch back these games, you can see the little micro things you can do differently so you can play better. But overall, this was a good game just because I was able to cross CC the priest effectively and get damage rolling. You just want to get as much damage running as you possibly can. I start getting the UAs on the warrior, get the UAs on the priest, sack my pet finally. I don't know why I'm opening up my achievements, some like rando shit, porting in, full dots on the healer, dot the warrior, soul rot, amp my dots up. There we go, big drain, huge drain soul. You know, drain soul is sick because you get the malefic rapture procs. With those procs, boys, you're able to get huge damage rolling, which is how you actually manage to like save your globals. I noticed that I was casting rapture too much, and that's why my damage was low. Because if you're not trying to fish for those procs, you're not going to be able to keep your malefic affliction stacks up. So you want to try to fish for those procs. Press drain soul whenever you have a global free with the nightfall proc. I juked his kick there. Also, a little quick tip, when you're versing melee DPS, most of the time, if you're juke spamming, they're not gonna juke, they're not gonna eat the kick on the UA, so you fish with a drain. People are hungry for kicks. When they see a drain, it makes them want to kick. So you press drain, you cancel the drain, you get their kick, easy peasy. Anyways, so I drain soul again, fishing for procs, realize I'm about to die. I need to help my healer. Guys, if you're playing Affliction Warlock, you need to help your healer out with soul rot drains and effectively press that and tell your healer, if you're in call, you're like, yo, make him feel confident that you're okay so he doesn't have to overuse CDs, or he can go drink. Like, look at my healer's mana. He wants to drink. You know, we got to inform him that, yo, we have CDs to trade, or we don't have CDs. I don't have CDs, so I have to make him comfortable another way so I could be like, yo, you can get a drink. Or like kiting, you know, you have to do something to get the DPS off of you so you can do enough damage so your healer can just like, you know, run away and get some drinks. So it looks like the enemy healer is better off in mana here, so I get a soul rot drain and I'm okay here. Our healer runs in, he's trying to get a drink, he popped the bark skin, looks like he's okay. He gets psychic cord, he's running in for a fear, doesn't look like he gets feared, he tranks instead. Awesome, really good play by our druid. I port away, contagion's up, I drain soul, he kicks me, that's all good, everything is fine. You know, pressing soul rot, full dots, stormbolt here, amp my dots, perfect, on the spear. He has no kick, so I press drain here and I'm telling my healer, I'm like, yo bro, I'm fine here, nobody's gonna die here, easy clap, no big deal. You know, you just gotta make everybody feel like everything is okay, okay chat? That's the biggest thing, making everybody feel like they're okay. So that's what I was doing here. This is a long dragged out game, but moral of the story, boys, make your healer feel comfortable. Oh, this is another tech that I have to show you guys. Into warriors, after you port, if you amp slow them, he's gonna struggle. He's gonna try to chase you around the pillar. He can't get the charge. You guys know already, warriors have 2 charges and leap. You can barely get them off of you, plus execute charge. They're never getting off of you. It's actually a warlock killer. The only way that you're gonna be able to effectively kite a warrior is if you can amp slow them and run behind a pillar sometimes. You're gonna need to be able to do that into some games just so you can get that that space. That space is important so your healer can get a drink. This is the perfect situation for a healer to drink, but you know, the priest is on top of him, it's hard. The monk tries to drink. This was actually a very close game actually, because our healer is like almost, look at him, he's like 5% mana. He has to get this drink here. He looks like he's about to get the drink. The priest runs in again, stops his drink. The monk's running in. Now the monk's also starting to so this is good. Everybody's starting to all we got to do is get pressure here, and then the guy's gonna go and we can be tied on mana, right? That's what we need. I just can't die when he's like, yo bro, I have no mana. Like in this situation, he's full feared into Psychic Horror. It was a perfect wall here. I double Soul Rod Drain. I'm telling my healer, yo bro, I'm fine. I got a big shield after this. Also guys, the shield after the drain is more important than the actual drain itself. That's the funniest shit. The shield is more important than the drain. You know, like the drain healing is like nothing, and with MS it does nothing, but for some reason the shield seems to be unaffected after you get the drain. So as you can see, also look at the Rapture procs. You see I'm able to like get UAs up. Once I get UAs rolling, I'm gonna have these Rapture procs to just like give me those Malefic Affliction stacks quicker, start getting my damage ramped up. So that's what you guys want to do. You want to always be using those Nightfall procs. He kicks me here. That sucks. I get my Soul Rot running. Boom, double Soul Rot, draining, and killed the fucking warrior and the priest at the same time. Isn't that insane, boys? That's all you got to do. And here's into the next game. Right away, we verse a DK and a Shadow Priest Resto Druid. And my whole goal here was to get the gate out of there, so when he pops CDs, I could reset my port. That's the biggest thing you guys want to do. When you verse this team, the most important thing is get your port on the top. Like on this rotation, this map is really good for us just because you have the Z-axis advantage. So use your gate first, get up top, make a new portal, you know, reset up, then tell your healer like, yo, next CC, next time you get CC'd, I'm just gonna port and I'll be okay. I won't use wall. So then you have wall for when you get stuck, or you have wall for when you want to do offensive pressure and you don't want to get kicked by DK, right? So it looks like my priest is trying to get on top of the druid. This is really good. If they're hitting me, it's good for him to run at the druid so the druid can never get a drink. So he PI'd me. I'm starting to pump here. Here comes the Soul Rot. He's starting to cast Vampiric Touch on me. He's just doing dots on everybody. You know, the enemy priest is trying to pump. I'm pumping too. I can't die. I have a Drain Soul proc. I'm destroying the DK, forcing the druid to come out of line. He grips the Asphyxiate. He's trying to get a go going. He's trying to pump our healer. They realize it's not going to work. They go back on me. Now they're swapping around. This is what people do. When you're playing with a druid, you have to realize, chat, that what they're going to do is they're going to swap on hots repeatedly. They're going to hit me. Boom. Try to get damage rolling. Then, after they notice that they're not going to do anything to me because I have hots rolling, they're going to swap to my other DPS who doesn't have hots. Now he's vulnerable, right? You see what they're doing here? I have full hots. Now they swap to the boy. This is the thing that you guys got to realize is when you're versing Shadow Priest teams or anything with a Dispel as well, they're going to Dispel your Bloom and they're going to be swapping constantly. So be ready to be able to get out of there when they're getting their damage rolling or have a big drain ready. So we're sending goes on this healer. Also, chat, guys, remember, if the healer is in your face, you want to make frequent swaps on the healer to try to get pressure going. Pressure is not going to go if the healer's not feeling scared. So always remember that. It's going to his mana bar more, and it's just great for getting pressure rolling. So I'm going to pull out the priest, running back to my portal here. All right, he's throwing some Star Surges. Yo, Star Surges on our druid. Random caveat. Pumps like crazy, like 25k. I've seen a druid hit for 40k with a Star Surge and with a Moonfire. Moonfire actually pumps too. That's pretty cool. So now our druids have offensive pressure, which is kind of cool. So here's the next slappy hands. And they didn't get anything going there because we have gates. This map is insane into DKs. DKs, warriors, anything that's like a melee that tries to get damage going. Use Z-access gate and there's nothing he can do. The only thing he can do is swap. So here I got kind of scared. I pressed wall and everything is fine. So what happened there is he had hots rolling on the priest. He went back to heal the priest and I had no hots on me, so they swapped on hots. So that's what I mean by being scared. I was scared there. That was actually a mistake on my part. I should have been running away too so my healer could get hots rolling on me because he still had cooldowns up. So that was a very close call, and that's like something for me to learn on as well. Alright, Drain Soul getting a proc, pressing Rapture, boom, they're all dead. You see that, boys? The Drain Soul is the key. I swear, I wasn't using Drain Soul before because I just wasn't comfortable with the bind. I'm like, where do I fit this in? The damage is not that crazy, but it's not even for the damage. It's for the Rapture proc. You get your UA on everything, and then you just Drain Soul for the Rapture proc. That's what you guys got to do. And I've been having so much more fun. I'm just going to say this like right now. I've been having so much more fun when I just play the game to have fun and play 3v3. Before, I was trying to do solo shuffle. Solo shuffle is not fun as a Affliction Warlock. I was trying to do 2v2. 2v2 is not fun as an Affliction Warlock. You have to play specific comps to have fun as AF. I hate to say it, but it's just true right now. I picked up AF initially because I wanted to play random comps. I just wanted to queue with my boys, but you can't do that right now with the way that Affliction is. Anyways, let's focus on the game here. So into demo log teams, guys, the best strat that you can do, even though I said earlier that like killing the pet is hard, you know, there's always gonna be situations where you can't kill the pet because health funnel is OP and then heals on it. But the best strat that you got is killing the pet. Killing the pet, you know, makes the lock more vulnerable to damage. Otherwise, it's gonna be really hard to kill him. And he can only summon one pet per 3 minutes. So if you just kill it twice in the opener, it's gonna be a lot easier to just like run him down. You can stand on top of him, stop his resummon, which is insane. The only thing that you have to worry about at that point is another portal go, which is right now. So after we kill his pet, boom, we kill his pet twice. Now we have to run in. So I make an offensive gate here. I start getting my dots up because they dispelled the UA. I lock the lock. I start trying to cast UA. Full dots on one guy, trying to dot the lock, and there we go, full dots. Trying to UA this Ellie, but he has a kick up. So I'm trying to chase this lock now. I'm running him down because I realized that he's summoning Rathguard. We had a miscomm here, and I was like, I'm gonna press Hal, but he didn't trust me. This is the first time we've been queuing together. He's a really good player, but we just didn't trust each other at the time. So he pressed silence at the same time Hal. So there we go. The next time he's gonna send a go, I was actually like, yo bro, I'm gonna get the kick on it, right? But what happened was I didn't get the kick on it because I got sheared. You guys, you'll see that later. But it was like a little funny moment. And here we go, he's lassoing. I'm just keeping my dots rolling right now. The most important thing, just get pressure going. Perfect time to get pressure when they just can't do anything. He has no pet. There's nothing he can do right now. Just take advantage of that. The only thing that's scary right now is the shaman. So here we go. He's casting that. He feared it. Awesome. I also have a Shadow Fury here. I'm playing Dark Fury, by the way, chat. Dark Fury makes the radius on my Shadow Fury huge, which allows me to get like these crazy AoE stuns around pillars and stuff. I actually like it a lot. It feels really good. So we got the pet there, and that was the situation. Actually, let me rewind there real quick. So look, I got sheared. I was about to kick it. Look at my kick. You see my kick, chat? Look at that. 3 seconds because I got sheared. I was like, bro, I got the kick, but I didn't get the kick. I was so upset about that. I was like, dude, I'm sorry, man. I said I was going to get the kick, but I didn't get the kick. I was apologizing to my teammate because I fucked up. I was like, yo, bro, you got to trust me, right? But then I fucked up. Anyways, I'm trying to kill the pet again. I have a Soul Rot, big drain on it. He probably has Feldon this time. So even though he hard cast the pet, and we're going to kill it here, if we do kill it, he can just summon another one with insta summon. But it's still a good strat. It's always a good strat to kill the pet. It reduces his damage drastically, and you can just pull the game into higher dampening without MS running your face down. So it's always a good investment. And we're very lucky that this druid is standing on top of us instead of like 90 yards. If this druid was standing 90 yards, he'd be getting drinks right now. So this is a situation where, you know, you got to take advantage of the fact that the team is not very organized, and you're just going to win off of them just standing on top of each other. That's what I don't like about Affliction. I'm gonna say quickly, we win here, which is awesome. But what I don't like about Affliction is that like you're playing to win off of their mistake instead of playing to win off of making a strat that actually wins games, right? You're just playing on hoping they fuck up. That's how it feels into a lot of teams. But don't worry, guys. Just because you can't win into most demo log teams doesn't mean it's impossible. You can still win. It's just gonna be kind of hard. And the situations where it's gonna be like you have to how do I say this? Those situations where it feels like it's rough, but you can win, like into melees. I'm gonna show you games like later on in another video about like how to verse melees and stuff like that, because you guys probably have questions about that, about the teams we actually do good into and the teams we do bad into. Anyways, boys, thanks for watching. More videos to come. I'm actually having so much fun now playing Shadowplay, and thanks for watching my videos. As always, don't forget to subscribe, watch the stream. I've been streaming threes frequently, and follow that. Follow my Twitch, you know, subscribe, like, all that jazz. All right, boys, see you later.